Good morning, everyone. It is another beautiful day, and this weekend, I started watching a movie as I was helping, as I was folding some laundry to help with the chores around the house, and the movie I was watching is The Fellowship of the Rings. And as I watched the first about half or so, I started paying attention to Aragon and seeing him in a different light. So, there may or may not be spoilers in this episode if you have not read The Lord of the Rings or seen the films. More importantly, if you have not read the books. Because that's really where the whole story is at. Morning, Bonnie. So Aragon is a main character in the Lord of the Rings book series. He is known as Strider when we meet him, and he is a friend of Gandalf the Grey. Aragon is a descendant of kings. He is the last in a long line of kings of men that ruled. Now I can't even remember the name of the. That's funny. Can't even remember the name of the country or city or whatever you want to call it. Gondor. Well, when we meet Aragon, he's a scruffy-looking ranger, as he's considered in the first book, and he looks kind of like a miscreant. But as his story develops through the books, we really learn that not only does he know himself, which is extremely important for a leader, to know yourself, to know what you are capable of, what you should and shouldn't be afraid of. For example, in the Fellowship of the Ring, Boromir picks up Isildur and cuts himself with it. And he just dumps the sword on back on the plinth, which then of course falls mortally. And Aragon sees this, goes over, picks up the sword, puts it back. And in comes, boy, I am just not remembering names this morning. Wow. In comes another character, his love interest, and she tells him that she shouldn't be afraid of the sword, and he says, I'm not. And he talks about being afraid of his own weaknesses and his own failings. Through the course of the film, Aragon does some very difficult things. He goes into the mountain pass to seek the undead warriors who were supposed to protect Gondor. And he calls them to come and fight. He lets Frodo leave and go on the mission by himself with Samwise. And throughout the course, he knows his course. He knows where he's supposed to be at. And he sticks to the plan that he has. Boy, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm yawning a lot this morning. But he follows the plan, he sticks to it. He doesn't deviate. He has the courage to stand up, to stand in front of the Black Gates, to call out the forces of Mordor and Sauron, and to fight them, knowing he's probably going to die. Morning, Stefan. So Aragon is this great literary character. He's this great leader who shows us a way to lead. And he does it by his good example. The hobbits look to him and have awe for his talent and ability. They respect him. They end up trusting him and following him through the book, through part of the books as he leads them. The other characters follow him. Gimli and wow. I can't, it is terrible. I'm totally embarrassed. I cannot remember character names this morning. Gimli and the elf follow him all the way through the books, really. And fight beside him. They become friends. And his goal is to succeed, but his bigger goal is to help Frodo succeed in destroying the ring. And he works on that mission with passion and with fervor. He always makes the hard choice when it has to be made, when it's the right choice. And he has a peace about himself. He accepts his failings. He accepts what he is physically capable of doing and the things that he's not capable of doing. And he leaves to others the tasks that they can accomplish. He doesn't get in there and make a mess of things for those that follow him. He lets them do their jobs. So, my friends, I'm gonna do a bunch of literary characters this week, or movie or film, depending on what the situation is. I've got another one for tomorrow already that is one of my favorite TV characters ever, and he's a supporting cast member in this TV show. So, my friends, if you haven't read The Lord of the Rings, I encourage you to do it. Reading novels and other material is good for your creative mind. It's good to get that creative side of your body, your mind flowing and working. You can also find great leaders and great examples of bad leaders in books. And that's another reason to read, because you can find inspiration and good examples just about anywhere if you're willing to look. All right, my friends, thank you for watching, spending time with me this morning. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you got value from it, please like and share it. You can find all of my social media links at ironandwheel.net/CS. LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. I am trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate a subscription over there. And my goal is to hit 10,000 followers by the end of the year. Maybe that's a little low, maybe that's not, but that's what I'm going for. So, thank you very much for spending time with me today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to sharing this character tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye.